Imagine cruising down a deserted highway, your senses heightened not by fear, but by a forbidden euphoria, a euphoria induced by the intoxicating blend of marijuana and alcohol. The night is your sanctuary, the car, your haven. The world outside is but a blur as you succumb to the allure of your altered state. The story we delve into tonight is not one of adventure, but a cautionary tale steeped in reality. A tale of a protagonist who, under the influence of substances, chose to make the night his playground. As our protagonist navigates the dimly lit highway, the laughter echoing in the car is a stark contrast to the grave reality of their situation. The intoxicating substances coursing through their veins not only distort their perception, but also impair their judgment, turning the benign into the surreal. The car, once a symbol of freedom, now morphs into a dangerous weapon, fueled by recklessness and impaired judgment. The world outside the car is a blur. The speedometer needle dances with wild abandon, each increment reflecting the protagonist's growing disregard for safety. The rhythmic thump of the bass from the car stereo drowns out the sound of reason, and with every passing second, the protagonist sinks deeper into the clutches of their intoxicated state. As the night grows darker, so does the situation. The once clear highway lines are now a hazy maze, the traffic signs mere blips in the peripheral vision. The protagonist's world is now a whirl of colors and sounds, a distorted reality far removed from the sober world. Yet amidst the chaos, there is an eerie calm. A calm that stems from ignorance and the false belief that they are invincible. But as we all know, reality has a way of catching up, and it often does when we least expect it. The night was young, and so were they. Little did they know their world was about to turn upside down. Suddenly, in the rearview mirror, a glimmer of red and blue lights shatters the illusion of freedom. Our protagonist's heart skips a beat, the pulsating rhythm of fear throbbing in their ears. The sight of the police car sends a chill down their spine, a cold, hard reminder of the reality they've been trying to escape. Panic grips them tightly, like a vice. The scent of marijuana still lingers in the air, a damning evidence of their escapade. And the alcohol, the sweet poison that once promised oblivion, now only augments their fear. They're impaired, they know it, yet they make the choice. A desperate, reckless decision to run. The chase begins. The quiet night is shattered by the roar of engines and the shrill wail of sirens. The world outside blurs as they step on the gas, the car lurching forward like a wild beast. Their mind races, thoughts colliding and intertwining, a chaotic symphony of fear and adrenaline. They've become the lead actor in a high-stakes game, a game they know they're destined to lose. The city streets morph into a dizzying maze. Each turn, each twist, a desperate attempt to shake off the relentless pursuit. But the red and blue lights remain, a constant specter in the rearview mirror. They can almost hear the officers' voices, feel the cold metal of handcuffs. The inevitability of capture looms over them, a dark cloud that grows with every passing second. The panic subsides, replaced by a bone-deep weariness. The futile chase, the adrenaline rush, the fear, it all comes crashing down. They slow down, their resolve crumbling. The flashing lights close in, growing brighter, louder, until it's all they can see, all they can hear. In a world of red and blue, they find themselves cornered, their escapade hitting a dead end. As the handcuffs clicked into place, reality hit harder than any high they'd ever experienced. The siren's wail had faded into a chilling silence, punctuated only by the accusatory clicks of the handcuffs. The protagonist's heart pounded in sync with the ticking of the clock, each second seeming to echo the gravity of their situation. The world seemed to stand still, the only movement being the slow, deliberate actions of the police officers. The officers' stern faces and icy demeanor were a stark contrast to the warm, carefree laughter that had filled the car just an hour ago. The protagonist could still hear the echo of the music, the faint trace of the euphoria they'd been riding on. But those echoes were quickly swallowed by the harsh reality of their predicament. The officer's hand dipped into the car, emerging with a small bag. The protagonist didn't need to see it to know what it was. The scent of marijuana, once a sweet promise of escape, was now a damning evidence of their recklessness. Fear gnawed at them, a cold, relentless specter that seemed to suck the warmth out of the night. The protagonist could only watch as their dreams, their hopes, their future, all seemed to crumble under the weight of their poor choices. Regret was a bitter pill to swallow. They replayed the night's events, each decision leading them further down this destructive path. The drinks, the laughter, the marijuana, all of it seemed so insignificant now, so foolish. And yet, even as they wished to turn back time, the protagonists knew they couldn't escape the consequences of their actions. The handcuffs were a heavy reminder of the reality they now faced. The taste of freedom, once so sweet, had turned sour in their mouth. The initial euphoria, the promise of an unforgettable night, was now nothing more than a cruel joke. The laughter, the music, the high, all of it was replaced by a chilling silence and the cold, metallic taste of handcuffs. The taste of freedom had turned bitter, replaced by the cold, metallic taste of handcuffs. In the sobering light of day, the consequences of their actions loomed large. They were now entangled in the complex web of the legal system, facing a series of charges that would forever alter the course of their life. A DUI charge, a stark reminder of their reckless behavior. A drug possession charge, a testament to their poor choices. Evasion, the desperate act of a person cornered by their own actions. The fallout was not confined to the courtroom alone. Their personal life, once filled with promise, now lay in ruins. The trust of their loved ones shattered. Their career, once a source of pride, now a distant memory, marred by the stain of a criminal record. Their future prospects, once bright and limitless, now clouded by the aftermath of that one fateful night. In the end, the fleeting thrill of one night had cost them their entire future.
Subscribe now